and swiftly switched to my HB mechanical pencil, which had such a fine point that I had more control of where I placed my pencil and could add little details that I could see in the photo, including neatening up and smoothing edges of petals. Hi, I'm Anna Mason. Welcome to this episode of Nature Studio TV, here to help you become the artist you want to be. In this mini class, I'm going to show you how I drew this rose flower full of petals and popping off the paper. Let's take a look. I worked from a photo I'd taken myself and turned black and white. First, I created a detailed outline drawing of all the petals and leaves using an HB pencil. This can be tricky to do freehand, so I used a projector to help me do this more quickly. Next, I used a 3B pencil which was sharpened to show plenty of the graphite. And I used the pencil really low and flat to the paper to apply a pale light layer with minimal pressure to all of the rose petals except the very lightest parts. I tried to apply in a smooth way, but there was naturally quite a lot of pencil lines being visible as I applied. But I made sure to apply in the direction of form, working from the centre of the flower to the outside edge of the petals, so that the little lines my pencil was making would work to create the effect of the right shape for each petal. I varied the pressure a little bit to darken those petals that would need to be much darker later, so I was building up some tonal variation as I went. This early stage was about making sense of the outline drawing and starting to give the petals some form and seeing which ones were lighter and which ones were darker. It took a long time but was really relaxing and meditative to get lost in. Next, I looked for the darkest areas of the petals in the crevices here. I used the 3B pencil with more pressure now to work into those areas with a second layer, and swiftly switched to my HB mechanical pencil, which had such a fine point that I had more control of where I placed my pencil and could add little details that I could see in the photo, including neatening up and smoothing edges of petals. I then decreased the pressure a little to work on the areas that were just a little lighter but still really dark. Going back to my 3B pencil, I then worked on the darker midtones, the areas that mainly connect up with the darkest tones. I then started to make tonal adjustments, realising that even the lightest parts of a whole area needed to be darker. I gently applied the pencil over that whole area. Then I used my mechanical pencil to neaten the edges and define shapes more. You might find your hand picks up some pencil on it, and if it does, you can always just clean it off and use a precision eraser like this one to lift off any areas where your hand has transferred it. Then I continued to add more detail with the mechanical pencil, having fun tuning in to seeing more and more in my photo. Now that the petals were so much darker overall, I could see that the darkest tones within the flower needed darkening some more to bring them in balance and have the contrast levels look right. So I applied another layer of pencil to those now. Then with that done, I stepped back and did another round of tonal adjustments, essentially playing spot the difference with my reference photo to look for areas within my drawing I needed to neaten and darken. After I'd added tonal pencil to the leaves and bud, I checked the petals once more to see if they needed any further darkening, and the drawing was finished. A full-length video class of this rose flower, which goes into lots more detail, is available now with Nature Studio membership. If you've enjoyed this mini class, please subscribe to this channel, then pop over to naturestudio.com where you can sign up for free full-length classes and find masses of resources to help you capture the beauty of nature on your paper. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.